So now I'm in the IGCSE paper, May June 2013, paper 2, variant 1 of, and this is the question 9. And let's look at the question. This is around 10:30 now, so I'll go to sleep. I'll continue tomorrow. So let's continue. The question is: it is given that x, which is equivalent to the set of R, and that the universal set is a, a set of values of x in which x is greater than -5 and less than 12. The set of S, which is this inequality right here, as confirms to this inequality right here, and the set of T is in the value, the range of x, which confirms to this inequality right here. The question is to find the values of x such that x is conforms to the set of S. Right. First, we just basically take the S inequality, and then we move everything to the right hand side, and then we factorize it. Don't forget to flip the sign right here, because it's a fatal mistake if you don't. It's a fatal mistake. And this curve right here, when represented in a graph, actually looks something like this. And let's find the points where the points where the curve meets the x-axis. I'm talking about the axis only. So alright, let's continue. We find that -3 and 8 are where the curve meets the x-axis. So let's write it here and write it here. And and this sign right here means that we're only interested in values that are less than 0. This is greater than 0, this is less than 0. Okay, so we're interested in this part. So what represents this part is that all the x's that are greater than -3 and less than 8 all satisfy this area. Alright, so just write this equation right here. So this is basically the value of x, and it confirms to the set of x, of S, not x. Right, so the second question is to find the values of x such that x conforms to the union of S and T. So first, we find the T first, the set of T. Okay. Right, we take the inequality right here. We solve accordingly. We move this to the right hand, and then we get x greater than 4. And let's draw a number line, just like all times, primary times. And then let's draw 2 dots right here to represent the universal set. This is -5, this is 12. This here is just to illustrate what's happening here. Okay, so and then we represent the set of x, the range of S. Oh, sorry, I mean the range of S. And then we draw -3 right here, we draw 8 right here, and we draw a line like this. The circle without any bold means that it is not inclusive of -3, so it must be greater than -3. It cannot be -3. And then we draw 4 right here, and then we show this, and then we draw it up to 12. Since the universal set is only up to 12, so we have to follow it. So this is S, this is T, and it's already represented. And then we are interested in the union of S and T. So this is all of S, this is all of T. So the union of S and T, we can see right here, the minimum is -3 and the maximum is 12. Don't forget to represent the universal set, or we will make this, you will make a fatal mistake without mentioning the universal set. Alright, so for the third question is to find the values of x such that x conforms to the prime of S intersect T. Alright, let's use the same number line right here. Let's erase that line. So the intersection of S and T can be drawn like this. This is S, this is T, this is all of T, this is the intersection. The intersection is 4 to the x to the 8. This is S intersect T. This is, let me draw for a while. Okay, and then well, the question is the prime and not the S intersect T itself. So we find values that are outside this value right here. Alright, and then we're just gonna draw like this. We draw like this, and then we just figure it accordingly. And then we figure out the other range right here, 8 to 12. So this is supposed to be equal to 4, since this can be greater than 4, and right here can be equal to 4. This sign is really important, because if you don't write this sign right here, you will get minus marks. And then we go right here, we write 8. Don't forget this sign again, because the previous range does not include 8, so the outside of the range must include 8 also. So we get all of these answers. You can check the mark scheme. We will check the mark scheme. This is like the 9th video, and yeah. Alright. And then the first question is we get 1 mark for attempting to solve 3-term quadratic. This is the 3-term quadratic. We get 1 mark for this one right here. And then we get 1 mark for this one, 3 and 8. We get 1 mark. We get 1 mark for writing the range, of course. And then alright. And then for the double I, we found the range of T. This is the range of T. And then this is actually similar to this one, so let's give this 1 mark. And then we found the union of S and T. This is supposed to be 12. And then we get 1 mark for this one. For the triple I, we get 1 mark for writing this. We get 1 mark for having this. We get one other one for having this. So total up, this is 3 marks. This is 2 marks, 1, 2. This is also 3 marks, 1, 2, 3. I'll see you in question 10.